Walruses and polar bears are the protagonists of Arctic Tale, one of the films recently released for this Easter. We'll find out more about this and other films on offer over the coming holiday. A lot of you will remember March of the Penguins, a documentary following a group of penguins on a journey to their breeding grounds at the South Pole. Now, there is a new film which looks at animals who live at the North Pole, and it's called Arctic Tale. We've been to see the film, and we've also been talking to some children who've also just seen it.
It all begins one spring day on this snow-covered mountain. Nanu's mother is tired of living in this small, cramped tunnel. During the dark winter, she has given birth to two cubs, Nanu and his brother.
And not far away, a little walrus called Sila is born. From this moment, she won't separate from her mother or her aunt.
Their sensitive moustaches memorize each other's faces, which they'll never forget.
These two families are the protagonists of Arctic Tale. We are going to follow them for several years to find out what their lives are like in this cold part of the planet, the Arctic Ocean. The Arctic Ocean is the smallest ocean on the planet, and in the middle of it we find the North Pole. Much of this ocean is covered with a layer of ice, and only animals accustomed to the low temperatures can live here, like Nanu or Sila. The problem now is that the Arctic has less ice due to global warming, and with less ice, the polar bears find it more difficult to hunt, and the walruses find themselves without a home. Therefore, they have to venture out into the open sea to survive. These school children have just seen the film, and thanks to some experiments from a fun science workshop, they are learning more about climate change. Like, for example, what would happen if the polar ice caps melted. Sea levels are not affected by ice melting at the North Pole, as this ice is already on the sea. However, at the South Pole, the ice, being on land, will affect rising sea levels. To get these fantastic images wasn't easy for the makers of Arctic Tale. They had to work for 15 years in very extreme conditions, at the end of which they had over 300 hours of film, which has been reduced to just 1.5 hours.
Al principi és bastant divertit, els dos germans que es barallen i un que es cau, però hi ha parts que també donen molta pena. T'explica la vida de veritat dels animals, que hi ha molts que es moren a causa del fred i a causa de que es moren perquè no poden caçar.
I era molt maca perquè els ossos i les foques eren de veritat, no eren dibuixos. Està molt ben gravat, molt a prop.
Et fa pensar en que no has de contaminar ni res perquè, si no,